To inform you that the college, which started as a junior trade school in 1922 by Sir Frederick Gordon Gorgesberg, attained 100 years in 2022. Several activities were outlined to commemorate the ceremony. While some activities have already been carried out, a few more activities are yet to be done. Our centenary project is the construction of 3,000 capacity auditorium. The Grand Derby to climax the centenary has been slated for Saturday, 9 September 2023. It is in light of this that I make a passionate appeal to all well-meaning Ghanaians, alumni, stakeholders, philanthropists to come to the aid of the college in the celebration so as to make it a memorable one. Graduates, are you there? Word to graduates. To my graduate, let me take the opportunity to once again congratulate you on your successful completion of your studies. It cannot be taken for granted that not all your colleagues who started with you are graduating today. It is unfortunate that some might have fallen on the way, whilst a few others still have some issues to deal with, including referral papers. But one thing I want to remind you of is that you are receiving a degree certificate and taking cognizance of the highly competitive and technological advancement we find ourselves today. Your certificate can only earn you something minimal. Aspire to the greatest height by pursuing further studies. Start each day believing in your dreams. Know without a doubt that you were made for great things. Today is a milestone. It tells you how far you have come. Keep learning, keep trying, keep accomplishing, and keep venturing on through your journey. Congratulations, but remember that the hard work has just begun. I urge you to look into the future and hope and determination by being empowered on the basis of the knowledge acquired to make a difference in your own lives and that of the nation. Be the skilled and committed teacher that Ghana deserves and make your college proud. Remember, Ghana offers a wide range of opportunities for you to develop yourself. I therefore urge you to be innovative and entrepreneurial in generating ideas to develop your communities. Be inspired by the college's anthem, either the first or with the best. And always remember your college motto, Ejumaden Huwon Faswo. Once again, receive my warm felicitation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Principal. The choir will give us a short musical interlude. Thank you very much. The choir. Please, shall we have some silence? The theme for today's congregation is competency-based training, CBT, the bedrock of technical vocational education in the National Development Agenda. I want to give a brief profile of the guest speaker to speak to this topic. Our guest speaker had his secondary education at Ghana Secondary School, Tamale, and Domahinkro Secondary School at Domahinkro, where he obtained O and A level certificates in 1980 and 1982, respectively. He obtained his BSc Honors Program, Agriculture, Crop Science Option, degree from the University of Ghana, Legon, in 1986. MSc Crop Science in 1992 from the University of Guelph, Ontario, Canada, under the Canadian International Development Agency, CIDA, scholarship. And he had his PhD in 1997 from Lincoln University, Canterbury, New Zealand, under the New Zealand Official Development Assistant in Zoda scholarship. At Lincoln, he also won the Lincoln University Graduate Scholarship in 1995. He also obtained a Diploma in Education certificate from the University of Education, Winnipeg, in 2011. The guest speaker has worked with the CSIR, Crop Research Institute, Fumasa Kumasi, from 1988 to 2008, making 20 years. He rose to the rank of Principal Research Scientist at CSIR and coordinated many international projects and served on several committees. In 2009, he joined the University of Education, Winnipeg, Asante Mampong campus, as a senior lecturer at the Department of Crop and Soil Sciences, and rose through the ranks to become a full professor in 2014. In October, he was appointed as a principal of the College of Agricultural Education, CAGRIC, Mampong here, of the University of Education, Winnipeg. He also had oversight responsibility as acting principal of the University of Education, Winnipeg Kumasi campus, until a substantive principal was appointed. He also served on numerous committees at the university. On 1st August 2016, he was appointed as the second vice chancellor for the University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyani, and his tenure ended in September 2022. Currently, the guest speaker is on post-retirement contract at Amstead, Mampong campus. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we welcome Professor Harrison Dapa?
Thank you very much, College Secretary. Representative of the Vice Chancellors of UCC and Amstead, representative of Nana Wamponghine, Honorable MP, the representative of the Director of GTech, Chairman and members of the Governing Council, Principal of MAMTech and other principals of sister colleges present, Honorable Municipal Chief Executive, Honorable Director of Education, Municipal Director of Education, Nananum, heads of department and staff, members of convocation, regional and divisional commanders of the security services, distinguished guests, parents, and guardians, and our distinguished graduates, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am very pleased to have been invited to speak on such a very special day. I'm particularly grateful to the Governing Council, management, the Graduation Planning Committee, and staff of MTCE for the honor accorded me to be the guest speaker for the 15th graduation ceremony of the college. This ceremony is special for the graduates and their proud parents, guardians and friends, and the very relieved tutors. So when we see what is happening here, we have to applaud the tutors. Today is one of the great occasions when the college gets the opportunity to take stock of its past activities and to recognize and award hardworking students. I extend my special congratulations to the graduating leaders. Let me at this point also congratulate the Governing Council, the teaching and non-teaching staff of the college for providing the necessary support to the principal and management in steering the affairs of the college through another successful year. The theme for this graduation ceremony is competency-based training, the bedrock of technical vocational education in the National Development Agenda is appropriate and relevant. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, competency-based training, which has also been termed in some jurisdictions as competency-based education or competency-based learning, deals with promoting an approach in our education that focuses on the acquisition of competencies necessary to be able to perform professional tasks. A graduate who has gone through CBT should be well equipped for hands-on practical work that is demonstrated in the specific tasks he or she can do and must do. So in CBT, we normally often assess people as having achieved and not able to achieve the task which has been given. Competency is an integrated entity that is made up of knowledge, that is what you know. Number two, the skills, being able to perform a task. The values, what you want, what you feel, what you think, and what you uphold. And then your personality, your being. So competency is about 4 issues: knowledge, skills, values, and your personality. The aggregate of these attributes leads to a desired professional attitude and behavior that defines the competency of an individual. This approach of training moves education from teacher-focused, where academics believe students should know, to student-centered or workplace-focused, where students need to know and be able to do in varying and complex situations. Nana Chairman, it has been argued that using the traditional time-based model for training has not been quite efficient compared with CBT. However, when CBT is combined and integrated with traditional or old learning methods, students are able to learn what their future employers expect from them. Many countries such as Britain, USA, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Singapore, and South Africa have adopted and used CBT as an effective education and training system, which has effectively responded to the needs of people entering the workforce for the first time, or re-entering the workforce, or upgrading their skills for an existing job. Competency-based as a bedrock of technical education. Nana Chairman, the UNESCO and ILO, International Labour Organizations, document on technical vocational education and training for the 21st century defines technical and vocational education as those aspects of the educational processes involving, in addition to general education, the study of technologies and related sciences, and the acquisition of practical skills, attitudes, understanding, and knowledge relating to occupations in various sectors of the economy and social life. TVET is used as a comprehensive term to cover institution-based formal and non-formal education and training programs in technical and vocational institutes. Basically, the purpose of technical and vocational education is to equip young men and women with the technical and professional skills needed for socioeconomic development in the country. This emphasis is on training people for self-employment. According to a Ghana government white paper on education in 2004, TVET provides a mixed knowledge and career-focused, hands-on and skills-based education that is needed to run the productive sectors of the economy and build the nation. Simply, it is focused on practical hands-on training and skills development. The TVET system is one oriented towards skills acquisition for wage employment and greater self-employment for the private sector. 2, identified as a prime mover for economic, socio-economic, and industrial development. And 3, directed towards employment-oriented, competency-based training with opportunities for training, further training, and education. And lastly, it's linked with industry. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, TVET has been recognized as an important subsector for the attainment of the industrial development in Ghana. Unfortunately, many of our TVET centers and institutes have been unable to combine theoretical training with practical exposure in order to produce the qualified graduates for direct absorption into industry. There is the need for a strong industry collaboration and improved practical training in industry, as well as a platform for seconding staff in the technical vocational institute to gain some useful practical experiences in industry, what we term as workplace experiential learning. And this is to improve teaching and learning. That is where CBT comes in hand as the bedrock in attaining these objectives of TVET. The competency-based system is to enhance relevance of technical vocational education and ensure that training is guided by competencies endorsed by industry so that TVET graduates would acquire and demonstrate skills that meet the needs and specific standards of industry. The adoption of a competency-based training approach would improve quality and relevance of TVET and also help meet the diverse needs of students and industry. An effective CBT is always a mark of a good quality TVET. It is in this regard that competency-based training has been introduced and emphasized in recent TVET education because it is largely believed that the trained technical manpower in the advanced countries have served as catalysts for industries in their economies. That is why the CBT concept as a mode of delivery of TVET in Ghana was introduced in a radical reform of the TVET education in 2006 to harmonize and institutionalize quality CBT TVET system in Ghana. Nana Chairman, TVET and National Development Agenda. The importance of TVET in nation building cannot be overlooked. It is a fundamental element in the development equation because it allows individuals and societies to unlock their potentials, expand their horizons, and adapt to the changes in the dynamic world. Indeed, it is a major agent for industrial development as well as for social progress of any nation. With a skilled technical manpower produced for industry, commerce, agriculture, and other sectors, national development will virtually grind to a halt. In recent times, the TVET subsector has been given renewed recognition and has been identified as one of the priority areas for addressing the increased unemployment rate and poverty alleviation. Indeed, an improved TVET system will promote manufacturing, construction technology, agro-based industry, and commerce. In addition, a very well adopted and applied CBT education will help reduce or eradicate the high level of widespread poverty and deprivation, because science and technology, which is applied on the farm, in the clinic, in the office, at sea, in the mines, in the forests, at the workshops, at dressmaking studios and others, depends on a workforce of skilled, competent technologists, technicians, and craftsmen. It is the people with requisite scientific and technological education and technical skills who can create wealth and help a country to obtain economic prosperity, social and industrial development. It is important to note that TVET by itself does not create jobs, but is beneficial when it is associated with the actual needs of the labor market. Therefore, CBT TVET is to prepare for a country, a labor workforce that meets the needs of the labor market and enable them contribute to sustainable social, economic, environmental, and industrial development. As a result of this, various governments have recognized strengthening of TVET as a means of developing the technical and skilled human resource base, which Ghana needs urgently as a key strategy for rapid economic and industrial development, and therefore have also strongly highlighted TVET in some developmental plans, such as the Ghana Vision 2020 plan, which we all remember for a while, and the Ghana Poverty Reduction Strategy. These plans have strongly highlighted TVET. For example, one of the basic philosophies and orientations of the Ghana Vision 2020 plan was to reform all technical and vocational education systems to make them more responsive to the national goals and aspirations, as well as local and global demands. In the Ghana Poverty Reduction Strategy, the TVET subsector was identified as one of its priorities for addressing poverty alleviation. Firmer commitments of governments to technical and vocational education, serving as a key to wealth creation and social economy, were very evident in the government white papers on the University Rationalization Committee report in 1991, and the reforms to the tertiary education system in 2004. Nana Chair, we cannot end this discourse without talking about some highlights of some challenges in mainstreaming CBT into our TVET or educational system. Then we'll offer some few suggestions as to how they can. The first is the lack of equipment in the workshops. So there are inadequate in some cases, and in some cases, obsolete training equipments and tools. So it is suggested that we should reinforce the equipment in the workshops of the institutes and companies that receive the apprentices or the CBT trainers. Funding, including the training of teachers, trainers, and assessors. Unfortunately, funding largely remains conditional on foreign funding, which shows our weak commitment to a mainstreaming approach. So far, all the support that we've had to mainstream CBT has been supported by JICA, NUFIC, GIZ, that is the German International Cooperation bodies. So we should show commitment from our part to make sure that we commit some funding to mainstreaming CBT into our training. Then we have the trainers of CBT trainers or facilitators. More trainers from the professional world could be recruited in such an instance. Recently, Amstead, in partnership with GIZ and CTVET, that is a Commission for Technical and Vocational Training, have trained a total of 1,400 facilitators from a wide range of relevant TVET institutions all over the countries. For example, we had 150 tutors of TVET colleges of education, 120 workplace facilitators from industry, 100 in CBT program development from industry, 500 master craftspersons were also trained to facilitation and supervision, then 400 CBT facilitators for internal verifiers, 100 external verifiers, CBT, 50 CBT program managers, and 50 disability and gender inclusive participants, all from the technical universities and technical institutes and colleges of education were trained in February to September 2020. The next challenge is weak linkage between training institutes and industry. So the suggestion is that we should institutionalize institutional and industrial collaborations and formalize increased improvement of the private sector in TVET. There is also a limited relevance of institutional training to the needs of industry. So we can conduct some needs assessment of industry and incorporate all these needs assessments in the CBT programs or curriculum at various levels. And lastly, Nana Chairman, the slow pace of operationalizing the decision to mainstream CBT and to extend it to almost all levels. Still, CBT mainstreaming is restricted to a few fields, basically engineering, educational engineering, and other technologies, and remains focused to a small number of schools or TVET sectors. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, cannot end this with a few words of encouragement or exhortation to the graduates. My distinguished graduates, I encourage you to believe in yourself, to be distinctly capable and singularly equipped to confront and master the challenges of our times and the times to come. Invest what you have, your talent, your time, your energy, your experience, and of course, your monies. Put all of this to work and you'll be making a difference. In your endeavors, you will encounter difficult situations and some will even appear impossible to overcome. But don't be intimidated by adversity. Oftentimes, they only seem difficult or appear impossible. Indeed, believe in yourself and tell yourself, if it is difficult, I will do it immediately. And if it is impossible, it will only take me a little longer. For this philosophy has fueled the engine of human progress. I can see the excitement in your faces, and I know you are poised to go there to contribute your quota. Go for it and make Ghana proud. Make your parents and guardians proud, and make Mampon Technical College of Education, this jewel of ours, even more proud. Thank you for your attention, and God bless us all.
Oh, please, can we give it to him? You are grateful, Prof. You know, the principal complained of bad roads from that place to the college. The municipal chief executive, representing the president of this municipality, wants to respond. I'll give him a few minutes to respond. MTCE.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Council Chairman Nana Pesmakahene represented the Assembly was able to the second, the Mampohene, Directors of Education, the Principal and Board of Directors, the clergy present, the chairman and members of the graduation planning committee, tutors, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the media, and other protocols deemly observed. I deem it an honor to be invited to participate in this 15th graduation ceremony of this great institution. The Mampong Technical College of Education, since its establishment, has become one of the forces to reckon with in the educational space across the country, as it has engaged and nurtured students in various programs in skills training. Nana Chairman, technical and vocational education is essential to the overall socio-economic development of every country. It is established that no institution can achieve its objectives without a concerted effort by key stakeholders of the institution who play an indispensable role in this country. When technical education is concerned, so to the indefectible board of directors and management, I say Ayiko, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the team, competency-based training, the bedrock of technical and vocational education in the development agenda is very much appropriate and cannot be overemphasized because it is in line with the government's commitment to promote quality, good and affordable education system in Ghana, especially technical and vocational education. Therefore, the role of skilled, trained, and committed personnel, especially in the form of technical education, is critical. Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, educating the youth is a major priority of the MPP government. We all have witnessed the successful implementation of the free senior high school policy in the country, which has greatly relieved parents of the burden of paying fees for their children, despite its minor challenges. It is for this reason that His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is also ensuring that various measures are put in place to ensure that technical and vocational skills are well equipped with the necessary logistics and equipment needed for making teaching and learning conducive for all. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to urge all graduates not to abandon their skills acquired in the school, but exhibit ethics of their profession as you have learned. I am very optimistic that with commitment and dedication to serve your country, we all can move Ghana forward. You must strive to achieve the highest heights in your field of study as you have left the shores of this noble institution. The council chairman, I'm now responding to the roads issue. I think we are all aware that the road linking Abuku to Aso is passing through the Bamtek, and it will go to Farmers Cave. The contractor, Joe Shop, is on site and is seriously working. We are aware of the coming here of the principal during your anniversary. And so efforts have been put in place in the way that the road is going to be put in a very good shape very soon. So don't worry, because the contractor is at site and the road will be fixed. Thank you for the attention given me.
Thank you, Honorable. So, once we are expecting the president in September, we hope that the road will be fixed. Because last year, I think, you declared a year for roads. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have rep of Dasibre Osebonsu II, Mampohine, Nana Otuo Achampo, the Apesmakahine is here. He wants to say a word to the graduates. Shall we welcome him?
Council Chair, Nana Peja, Nana PL. Distinguished guests, dignitaries present, all protocol observed. This is felicitation from Nana Mampohene. Nana Mampohene would have loved to be here with you, but he's on an equally important assignment somewhere. And trust me, during the centenary anniversary, Nana himself will be present to grace the occasion. Nana Chair, dignitaries present, join me to thank Almighty God for sailing these graduates through this long journey and seeing light at the end of the tunnel. I don't have much to say. I don't have any elaborate speech to deliver, but I want to remind our graduates of three most important ways. That is determination, perseverance, and conquest. If actually you persevere, by all means, you conquer. Dear graduates, now that you enter the field of academia, the sky should be your limit. This reminds me of a very important philosophy. That is the philosophy of disuse, that he who rests, rests. So you must not rest. Dear graduates, you must have self-confidence in whatever you do. Marcus Garvey once said that if you don't have confidence in yourself, you are defeated twice in the rest of your life. So I assure you that you must always have confidence in whatever you do. Without much ado, I want to take this opportunity to remind you of your vision, mission, and core values of this noble institution. Go out as ambassador of MAMTEC, shine and lift high the image of MAMTEC, the man with one mother P. I wish you the best of luck in all your fields of endeavor. Once again, on my behalf, and Nana Mampohene and the Traditional Council, I want to congratulate you for your academic achievement. May God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Nana. We want to acknowledge the presence of some dignitaries here. Our convocation is here. Convocation, can we see you? Raise, yes, wave. Thank you. Please, when we mention the names of the dignitaries, please acknowledge their presence. We have Mr. Isaac Godfred Antwi, Principal of St. Joseph College of Education. We have Madam Monica K. Mensah, the Principal, St. Louis College of Education. Madam Jane Lamptey, the College Secretary, St. Louis College of Education. You just heard Nana Otu Achampong, representing Dasipro Sebonsu. We have Dr. Mrs. Phyllis Ajiman, Nyakon, Abetifi Principal. Abetifi College of Education, the Principal. Dr. Aze Kwabnaje from KNUST, he's a council member of the college. Very Reverend Dr. Joseph Inchi Asamoah, the Principal of Ofinso College of Education. We have Dr. Emmanuel Nyameche, the Principal of Akrokare College of Education. We have the Divisional Commander, ACP David K. Amuako, Mampong. We have Mr. David Doe, representing the Municipal Director of Education. We have Dr. Peter Oforiatakra, the Principal of SDA College of Education, Aguna. We have Luta Sare, who is representing the MP for Mampong. We have Madam Agnes Frempong, MTCE Primary School, assistant headmaster, headmistress. Tekwaku Owusu Ajiman, St. Monica's College of Education, the vice principal. Professor Mrs. Sarah Dakwa, we had the UCCC rep, representing the VC of University of Cape Coast. Nana Inti Takra, New Daman. Nana Siama Boatin, Daman Chiame Hine. Nana Bafo we are Trafo Hine. Nana Jimambadu, Daman Chiame Hine, the second. Dahenkwa is here, Yaopong. We have Nana Champong, Conti Hine of Bosofo. Mr. Emmanuel Amankwa, the College Secretary of St. Monica's College of Education. Mr. Frederick Foucault, the Finance Officer of St. Monica's of Education is here. Mr. Abdullah Ismana, the Procurement Officer of St. Monica's is also here. We have Richard Kwesi Frempong, Agogo Presby Women's College. The Vice Principal is also here. Stanley Kukubo, Agogo Presby Women's College, the Quality Assurance Officer, is here. You've done well. Nana Kwame Buadi Nifahine, I don't know when. It's also here. We have our own MC, the Honorable Thomas Apiakubi, Mampo Municipal. The Commander for Fire Service, Mr. Aye, is also here. Kennedy Ameyao, Acting Principal, Wesley College of Education, is also here. As I get the names, I will announce them. Shall we take a performance from Monaco Cultural Troupe? Monaco Cultural Troupe. Our wives have visited us.
Hello.
No God is you, Baba. I've been a quite so I know. Eh, babe, mammy, abena. Mammy, abena, mammy, abena. Mammy, abena, mammy, abena. I've been a quite
Abinare kwa kwanta waria munyano no kodi sumeba. Abinare kwa kwanta waria munyano no kodi sumeba. Ebe mami abna, mami abna. Mami abna, mami abne. Mami abna, mami abna. Abinare kwa kwanta waria munyano no kodi sumeba. Abinare kwa kwanta waria munyano no kodi sumeba. Ebe mami abna, mami abna. Mami abna, mami abne. Mami abna, mami abna. Abinare kwa kwanta waria munyano no kodi sumeba. Abinare kwa kwanta waria munyano no kodi sumeba. Ebe mami abna, mami abna. Gawu gamedo ni feni avesove. Viele gawa, ao viele gawa lo. Bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va très bien, merci. Gawu gamedo ni feni avesove. Viele gawa, ao viele gawa lo. Bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va très bien, merci. Gaou viedo se na mino e. Gaou viedo se no. Gaou viedo se na mino e. Gaou viedo se no. Viedo se, gaou viedo se. Viedo se, gaou viedo se. Gaou viedo se na mino e. Gaou viedo se lo. Viedo se, gaou viedo se. Viedo se, gaou viedo se. Gaou viedo se na mino e. Gaou viedo se lo. Gaou salam alaikum. Yawa, gaou viedo yawa. Gaou viedo yawa. Gaou viedo yawa. Gaou viedo yawa. Aile ino baba na ile. Ino baba na. Aile ino baba na ile. Ino baba. Yawa, gaou viedo yawa. Gaou viedo yawa. Gaou viedo yawa. Gaou viedo yawa.
Thank you.
I love you,
Thank you. Shall we also recognize the presence of Mr. Thomas Nsuwaje and his media team? Mr. Thomas Nsuwaje, GBC. Mr. Ebenezer Yawson, Otu African Rabank. Mr. Frank Odro, St. Joseph Seminary, Assistant Headmaster. Frank Ampon, Fire Service, Operation Officer. Mr. Frimpong Charles, MTCE GHS. We wish to also recognize the presence of the better half, the husband of the principal, Mr. Boachi Ansa. Is he here? And as you heard, our guest speaker, Professor Harrison Kwame Dapa. Shall we give it to him again? And the chairman of council and Apajahine. And now also a free year. Also a free year, the fourth. Shall we give it to him? Otumfo Apajahine. And Otumfo's liaison officer. Sometimes when you get to Manchia, before you get to the office, you spend 3 hours. I want to welcome and invite the Vice Principal, Ms. Perpetua Imajamfi, to give special awards.
Thank you, MC. Nana Chair, and all dignitaries present, I want to stand on the protocols already established. Thank you. There is an adage that a people that doesn't honor their heroes are not worth dying for. It is against this background that the college management deems it fit to honor a gentleman who has distinguished themselves in the academic records. So we have 15 of our graduates who had first-class honors certificates that we are going to honor them. So when you hear your name, you will come and receive your honor. I will entreat our principals from sister colleges, when I mention their names, to do us that honor. So we'll entreat this is for Aswifi George, our best graduating student. I will entreat our guest Monica, Professor Dapa, to do us this honor by representing to our best students. It's a citation and a cash prize. Citation and a cash prize. Congratulations. Thank you, Prof. I will entreat our principals to do us this honor. Principal from St. Louis College of Education, Mama, do us this honor. This citation goes to Esiama Isaac Mensah. Esiama Isaac Mensah. Mama, take another one. Zema James Erinzim Zema. Niechebi Daniel. Niechebi Daniel. Kingsley Bafoche. Kingsley Bafoche. Bright Kodia. Our principal, Dr. Nyamiche. Mama Phyllis from Abetifi College, our principal, Mama Phyllis. Thank you for the honors. Osai Peter. Very Reverend Inchia Samoa, please do us this honor. Thank you, Mama. Congratulations.
Thank you for the honor.
Thank you. Jonathan Tete. Jonathan Tete. Okay. Mohammed Alhaji Mustafa. Owusu Morrison Benjilo. Owusu Morrison Benjilo. Thank you, Reverend. Dr. Agona Ezie, Principal. Dr. Atakra, please do us this honor. Owusu Morrison Benjilo. Oh. John Kofi Adakwa. John Kofi Dakwa. John Kofi Dakwa. Jomo Adai Emmanuel. Our daddy, Dr. Nyamiche, please do us an honor by presenting to our gentlemen who have done very well. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. Amofaya, yeah. Afrifa Elvis. Our principal from Wesley College of Education, our principal, Afrifa Elvis. Afo Paul. Afo Paul. Yes, remove that one. Where is the other envelope? Yes, here. Okay. So bring it. And we are giving it to them. Just 4 of them. Just as I said, thank you. There are some staff who have also served the college in diverse categories, and they are retiring. So the college management want to award them by giving them a citation and a cash prize. This citation goes to Elder Paul W. Mensah. Elder Paul, for serving the college for 19 years. So I will entreat, yes, I want our senior members representing the Director of Education to please do us this honor. We have Mr. David Atia, who also served the college for 21 years. David Atia. Wow. Please, Mr. Doe, do us this favor. We have the Vice Principal of St. Monica's here to do us an honor to present this citation and cash prize to our college electrician, Nana Boachia Champon, who has served the college for 17 years. Thank you. Please, our principal from St. Joseph's College of Education, please do us this honor. We have Mr. Jacob Adoko, who have served the college for 20 years as a security officer. Wow. Thank you, Mama, for supporting our daddy for us. Mpacho, Jemano. Mpacho, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Principal. Thank you. Secretary.
Thank you, Madam Vice. Madam Vice Principal, you come back to present the graduates with the awards.
Nana Council Chair, all protocol duly observed. Will the graduating class be please stand and keep standing? Will the graduating class be please up and keep standing? All graduates, please be up. Come closer, be up. Professor Mrs. Sarah Dakwa. I, Perpetual Emergency. Please. Vice Principal of Mampong Technical College of Education, an affiliate of the University of Cape Coast, present to you the graduates of the college standing before you and others who are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand prosy. Having followed the approved programs of study over the stipulated period and passed the required examinations, these graduates have become eligible for the academic awards to which their studies entitle them. I pray for the conferment of awards due them.
by the authority vested in the academic board of the University of Cape Coast, I, Professor Mrs. Sarah Dakwa, Dean, School of Graduate Studies, University of Cape Coast, representing the Vice Chancellor of University of Cape Coast, your mentor institution, now hereby pronounce the graduates of Mampong Technical College of Education duly graduated. Accept my congratulations. Ayuko.
Okay. Now that you have graduated, gentlemen, turn your tassels to the left. Turn your tassels to the left. Congratulations. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray. Congratulations. Secretary.
Please keep standing. Before your names are called out, we will administer the alumni oath. So I invite Mr. Prince Amankwa and alumnus to administer the oath before you are called to come for your scrolls. Thank you.
Thank you. Alumni oath. I do solemnly swear to faithfully fulfill my duties as graduate of Mampong Technical College of Education, imbued by the spirit of its mission to serve the needs of students. I will endeavor to earn my own place among alumni who, by their devotion to this ideal, have brought recognition and honor to their alma mater. I commit myself to the highest standards of service to my community and country. I will provide moral, intellectual, and financial support through the Alumni Association, and I will encourage others to participate in the activities and noble work of MAMTech. Congratulations.
Thank you. Please know this. All the dignitaries are here because of you. When your name is called out, you come for the scroll. After that, you get back to where you are and you sit down there until the program comes to an end. Please let us take note. I invite the academic affairs officer to come and call the names.
Now the first class students. George Ashrifi, Isaac Benson Asiama, Alaji Mustafa Muhammad, Paul Affol, Benjilo Morrison Ousu, Daniel Niechebi, Peter Osei, James Yi Ziema, Bright Kodria, John Kofi Dakwa, Elvis Afrifa, Jonathan Tete, Kingsley Bafoche, Ade Emmanuel Jomo, Yaya Amufa. These are the first class students. The other graduates may please get seated whilst we wait for the first class students to file out. Now, the second class upper students, Abraham Insia, Abraham Lincoln Yaboa, a champion Kwame Owahene, Aqua Nyako, Ahmed Salim Haruna, Alex Kofi Frimpong, Alexander Aqua, Alfred Ausi, Amanfo Dennis Ofori, Anthony Basing, Apia Jesse, Amani Calvin Aite, Asamoah Klinsman Awua, Augustine Anoche, Augustine Odro Asenso, Arini Bobi Atampogre, Benedict Ponato, Benjamin Colum, Benjamin Saki Anaman, Bentil Jomo, Bernard Ampoma, Bernard Nimako, Bernard Osaibeko, Bismarck Ba, Bismarck Sapon, Bismarck Srowine, Bright Boache, Bright B.E. Asiedu Kunadu, Bright Kwabanachumasi, Castro Apia, Charles Amankwa, Christopher Dua, Christopher Ousu, Clifford Osekusi, Clinton Ajay, Collins Mafo Opoku, Collins Safo Kwating, Cosmos Chei, Da Costa Nanatre, David Tate, The Graft Mensa Amofa, Dennis Ousuansa, Derek Sachi, Dixon Kusi, Dixon Safo, Dominic Asamoah, Ebenezer Mensa, Elijah Owahene, Ellison Opong, Emmanuel Champon, Emmanuel Amwad, Emmanuel Atakra, Emmanuel Awuni, Emmanuel Boafo, Emmanuel Brefo, Emmanuel Frimpong, Emmanuel Jan, Emmanuel Kosa, Emmanuel Kwating, Emmanuel Mensa, Emmanuel Osedanso, Emmanuel Ousu, Emmanuel Sapon, Emmanuel Yabua, Emmanuel Elvis Anoche, Emmanuel Fofio Yabua, Emmanuel Kofi Boadu, Emmanuel Odro Ajay, Emmanuel Opon Boateng, Emmanuel Ousua Champon, Emmanuel Yabua, Enoch Bonsu Osei, Enoch Ejapon Dakon, Enoch Ajay, Enoch Ousu, Enoch Adufo Apia, Evans Apia Nyakon, Evans Okain, Fana Gideon Alasan, Felix Ampofo Ajay, Francis Azamati, Francis Konadu, Francis Ochre, Francis Kwaku Osei, Frank Asante Kwabana, Frank Konya, Frank Ofosuhine, Frederick Yaboa, Freeman Dazi, Gabriel Baine, George Mante, Gideon Ajamaidria, Gideon Frempong, Gideon Bobia J, Gideon Kujo Mfojo, Gideon Ofosua Sante, Godfred Antwi, Godfred Inti Apia, Godfred Amankwa Amponsan, Isaac Benson, Isaac Sapon, Isaac Yabua, Jeremiah Tachi, John Adujamfi, Joseph Danso, Joseph Insifol, Joseph Mensambwahin, Joseph Yasei, Joshua Ansa, Justice Bio, Justice Ofori, Justice Yanchura, Kasim Alidu, Kinsley Yabua, Kinsley Intiamwa, Inkum, Kingston Fobi Dia Osei, Kwajo Frempong, Kwaku Opong Checheku, Kwaku Buadu Amponsa, Chei Jan, Lawrence Boaben,
Mark Kusi, Martin Enning, Martin Sule, Michael Tre, Michael Asiama Boateng, Michael Atule Awubiga, Mike Fosubafo, Nasiru Nuhu Muhammad, Nathan Apia, Nathaniel Frimpong Inti, Arima Silanus, Obed Nkani, Ofori Joseph Amon, Oliver Bafo Apple, Osman Isa, Patrick Sad Boadi, Patrick Victor Ajay, Paul Tieku Apia, Peter Osei Ousu, Prince Asante, Prince Dakom, Prince Frimpong, Prince Andrew Bosiakon, Prince Atajomo, Prosper Hoya, Rex Kofi Boateng Ajen, Richard Boateng, Richard Jamfi, Richard Nkrumah, Richmond Jaub Bediakon, Roj Nana, Bafo Ousu, Salifu Sribi Osman, Samuel Boateng, Samuel Obeng, Samuel Bafi Adam, Samuel Linus Mensan, Sandy Amoa, Seth Asare, Seth Boachi Aduchum, Shadrach Sachre, Sims Abunywa, Simon Salim Tufo, Alfred Mobile, Andrew Mensambuahen, Anthony Wapong, Anthony
That's the call for now.
Anthony
Hello.
Bismarck, Tim Osei, Blaise Kusi, Boahen Adu, Boateng Abdul Ajemai, Charles Achampong, Charles Asiakon, Cletus Atingani Azure, Clinton Yaboa, Cosmos Basore, Courage Kwaku Nyamadi, Daniel Ameni Ampong, Daniel Ousu Ajay, Deborah Amponsa, Delali Winner, Asikbeche, Derek Opong, Derek Nimaku Ousu, Ebenezer Sapong, Ebenezer Labi Okain, Edmond Afram, Elisha Mensache, Elvis Ofori, Emmanuel Amponsa, Emmanuel Apau, Emmanuel Apia, Emmanuel Mensa, Emmanuel Okra, Emmanuel Ousu, Emmanuel Tachi, Emmanuel Abdullahi Alabadik, Emmanuel Kwabena Pau, Emmanuel Opoku Sefa, Emmanuel Ousu Anamin. And then Francis Ajena.
Please, get seated. Please, get seated. Please, get seated and listen to this. Get seated. Please, let's take this announcement. All dignitaries invited here. From here, after the procession, we go to the principal's residence. Principal's residence. Graduates, please, From here, you go into the science department for your refreshment. Teaching staff, maths department. Non-teaching, resource center. But since they'll be collecting the certificates there, I think you can relocate. And graduates, please take note of this. When you were given the academic gun, you were given a number. You go back to the library, submit your gun. The number, there will be a stamp to be given to you before you take it back to the resource center for the collection of your certificate. Please take note. You go back to the library with that number. It will be stamped by the librarian before you take it back to the resource center for collection of your certificate. Take note. We want to also inform all invited guests here that as we are celebrating our 100 years, we have souvenirs. And we have set up a table here. We have set up a table here. So if you want to acquire anything, any souvenir, cap, brooch, T-shirt, even the anniversary cloth, you can get some here, some of the items here. So please take note. I now invite the council chair to dissolve the assembly.
I wish on behalf of the Mampong Technical College of Education to express my profound appreciation for all invited guests and parents for honoring our invitation to attend the 15th graduation of this college. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege and honor as Chairman of Council to declare today's congregation duly dissolved. Once again, congratulations to all the graduates and a safe journey back to your various destinations. Thank you very much for coming.
We take the closing prayer.
Please, shall we rise and take the closing prayer? Father, we are so grateful for being with us throughout the program. We thank you so much. We pray that after this, you give us traveling mercy, especially those who came to join the program. Continue to guide these graduates. Help them and take them to higher heights as you have brought them. We thank you. In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. So, dignitaries will take a group picture. After that, the procession will pass here to the principal's residence. We can get down for a group picture. Dignitaries.